Well, good morning, St. Paul's. Yesterday we finished our sermon series on the Lord's Prayer, and this week we're starting our summer series on being honest with God, and we're going to use the book of Psalms to guide us in that. There's a reading plan to go along with this sermon series. It weaves together events from the life of David, who wrote a lot of the Psalms, and some of the Psalms themselves. You can download that using the link attached to this video and track along with us. We're not offering drop-in virtual conversations about the sermon series or reading plan through the summer. However, if you would like to initiate something like that, host something like that, be a part of it, then please email me, let me know, and we'll talk through what that might look like for you. What is starting this week is Apprentice. This is an intensive discipleship program for adults. And it is a full cohort, so if you missed your chance to apply, applications are closed. However, we're starting a waiting list for a potential fall cohort, so you can email me, let me know about your interest in that. If you are in the summer cohort for Apprentice and you haven't been getting emails from Sharon and myself, please let me know right away, because I want to get you connected into our system so that you are getting the information you need to be a part of this. Young adults, ages 18 to 25. Many of us have been meeting for the last couple of weeks as part of Disciple, which is an intensive discipleship program for this age group. If you weren't able to join us for the first module, but you'd like to join us for the second one, which is going to focus on life in the kingdom, it'll start around June 15th, then please apply and let us know about your interest that way. We'll get you in on the second module. As we're coming into summer, it feels like we hope that a lot of restrictions around movement are going to start to change for us. One of the things that hasn't changed for us as a church, however, is our ability to gather physically. And so a lot of us, when we heard Ontario announce that drive-in services are an option, we were wondering if this might work for St. Paul's. The St. Paul's leadership and elders have looked into this and studied the safety restrictions around these gatherings. And so these include things like the building has to stay closed, no one can go into it, cars have to be 2 meters apart, no one can get out of a vehicle the whole time. And as we were talking that through, we realized that this is just not the gathering that we're all longing for. And so we're not going to put energy into organizing a drive-in service in the summer. Instead, we're going to continue to focus on things like Apprentice, things like Disciple, things like the Care Network, where we can be building relationships, maybe not face-to-face the way that we would like to, but it's still there for us. This waiting is hard. It's hard when we don't know when it's going to end and we don't know what it's going to look like when it's over. And Andrew reminded us on Friday that this is a place the people of God know. The people of God have been in the wilderness before. They've been in exile. The early church was scattered and they had to use letters just to keep in touch with one another. And so I find it comforting to think that this is a place that is known to others and others can offer us guidance in how to be in this time. So I thought I'd leave you this week with something from David, who knew very well what it was like to wait in the wilderness. This is from Psalm 27. I believe that I shall see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. That's my prayer for us this week, that we would take courage, wait for the Lord. Go in peace, St. Paul's.